and I went to my weigh-in yesterday, and I weighed in. I had actually planned on weighing in last Saturday, but some things happened, and it kind of threw my schedule off, and um, I didn't end up going, which also means that I lost out on the spring challenge that they're doing right now for the charm, because I started going back like 2 weeks into it, and then not going last week, it threw me off. So unfortunately, I missed out on that, but I guess that's what I get for not having my butt in gear. So I went to the meeting yesterday, and I don't really like weighing in on Mondays because it doesn't allow me some wiggle room over the weekend. But in a way, it might be better because then it doesn't allow me for wiggle room in the weekend. So I ended up weighing in yesterday. I was up 1 pound, which brings my total for up 4 pounds from my lowest. So over the course of like 3 months, I wouldn't consider that horrible, but it's not what I'm paying Weight Watchers for. So yesterday in the meeting, we were talking about turning it around. This week's topic is about turning it around, and it was talking about how to put your action plan into place. And for some reason, that just kind of struck a chord with me. So I need to really sit down and put my action plan into place. I am somebody who will forget things very easily, and so I always have to put things either on my calendar on my phone or write it down or something because I will forget. So I do need to make that a priority and make my action plan. But in the meantime, yesterday I actually, for the first time in I don't know how long, tracked an entire day, got through my munchies at night because that's my big struggle time, and here I am on day 2, and so far so good. I had planned everything out. I had meal planned anyway this week, and so that made it a little bit easier. That was even before trying to get back on track with Weight Watchers. But so last night I had planned for dinner, and then my husband calls and asked if we wanted to go out for dinner with some friends, and I feel like this is the kind of stuff that I have to deal with. And as much as I would have loved to go out, I just couldn't do it last night. I mean, the first day back, there's no way I would have been able to control what I was eating at the restaurant. And I had talked to a friend of mine who just joined Weight Watchers a couple weeks ago. Hence why I'm going to the Monday meetings more consistently, because that's the meeting that her and her friend joined. So, or she joined. So anyway, I had texted her and I was like, ugh, story of my life. And she's like, well, just go and have a salad. And she's right. And she's like, enjoy the company. And there really shouldn't be any reason why I can't do that. But for some reason, I can't. I get tripped up at restaurants. I see what everybody else is eating. And if I don't end up eating what I want and I just choose something because it's low in points and it's not something that I'm satisfied with, it sends me into finding something that I really want and then going overboard. So I still have to work on that. That's going to be a lifelong battle, I think. In all the times that I have been successful in weight loss, no matter what plan I'm following, that seems to be my problem. I want to eat the things I can't, or not that I can't eat, because I know we can eat anything on Weight Watchers, but when a burger alone is like 45, 50 points, at a regular, like a chain restaurant or whatever, and then fries are on top of that, and so on and so forth, I mean, it just makes it a lot harder, and there's so much sodium, and so eating out in general, I'm just not a big fan of when I'm trying to lose weight. So I had talked to my husband about it, and I'm like, you know, you can go. I have no problem with you going, but I've already started dinner. I really feel like right now I need to stay on track. And if I blow it tonight, tomorrow's going to be blown, and the whole week will be blown. And I need to get back on track. And I noticed that the last time that I got down to about where I'm at right now is about the same time that I stopped losing weight and I gained it all back. And I was kind of afraid that would happen, and I'm thinking that I have self-sabotaged myself. A couple of different things. Christmas, that was the first time since starting this round of Weight Watchers in September that I think we went away and I didn't have full control over my eating. You know, it's a little bit different when you are eating out or whatever, but you still have control over what you're eating. When you're at someone else's house for a week, 2 weeks, whatever, it's a little harder to manage it. And not even just one person. I mean, we bounce around from family member to family member. So, you don't know. And I love my mother-in-law, but she just always has like a smorgasbord of food when we get there. So, and then, you know, she'll kind of guilt me into like, oh, you didn't eat much, you know, like, are you sure you're done? Are you sure you don't want more? So it's hard. I get kind of like guilted into, and I'm tempted and whatever by. I know I'm in control of it, but that's where the mental part really plays a part. I still battle that part of it. And so that kind of threw me off. And then when I got back, I kind of was up and down. And then I went away in February again. I didn't have much control over what I was eating. And when I got back from there, I missed, I think, like 4 meetings in a row. I don't know how to get around that part of it because we'll be going away in the summer at some point and all of that. So I do need to figure it out, but it did kind of throw me off track. And the same thing happened last year when I was following Weight Watchers. And I just, after Christmas, I couldn't get my head back in the game. So I need to figure that out, but that I think will be my action plan too. I kind of have gotten away from my why. To be honest, I'm not even sure what my why is anymore. I know it's to be healthy and to be able to shop and things fit and to feel comfortable in my own skin and all of that. Like, I have many whys, but I don't know which why is going to motivate me and keep me motivated throughout my journey. And I'm sure that it will change. I mean, it's changed over the course of the last 70 something pounds I've lost, you know, let alone the next. So, I don't know. I do know that from where I've come from to now, I love the fact that my back doesn't hurt as much. It still does hurt a little bit, so I need to continue on, but it's not nearly what it was. I mean, it was almost debilitating. It was so bad. In the morning, I literally had to roll out of bed. It was so stiff. And who wants to live like that? I don't want to live like that. It's just kind of odd to me sometimes, though, that you are in so much pain, but yet you feel like you can't do anything about it. So, yeah, it just is shocking to me that we can deal with that kind of stuff over and over again. And, you know, it's like, what is harder, losing weight or being overweight? And I think I had posted, I don't know if I posted on Instagram, I have like a sticky note on my bathroom mirror of little things, and that's one of them. And I mean, honestly, losing weight is hard. It's not gonna be easy, but being overweight is hard. I mean, it's probably, I don't know if, for me, I feel like it's not harder being overweight day to day as far as like the food's concerned, because obviously if you're overweight and you're not doing anything about it, you're eating whatever, and that part's not hard. Um, but the, aches and pains and not being able to find clothes that fit or settling for things just because they do fit. Um, I didn't feel like doing my hair and my makeup, and even like I didn't care what I looked like. I mean, that when I look back now, I'm like, why would I want to live like that? But it is so hard to get your mind in the game. It's almost like you've got the devil saying, like, oh, that piece of cake or that bag of chips or whatever it is that tempts you is worth all of that. I just, like thinking of it just sounds so stupid. But when you're in that moment, it doesn't feel stupid. So, I'm working on day 2 now. I'm really just taking it day by day, which is pretty much what I did when I started back in September. I mean, I literally tracked everything I ate, whether I went over or not. And that's how I was successful. And I sit there and I didn't say I had to lose X amount of pounds by X date. I just lost whatever I lost, and it all added up. And then I sit there 4 months later and I'm down, 30 pounds or so. So if I could lose, even like 10 pounds by summer, that would be fantastic. That would put me back in Wonderland, because I literally have been bouncing between like just under Wonderland or into Wonderland and just back over into the 200s. So, if I could just get back there and then continue on. But it's hard. It's not easy. When you're in it, it just seems so much easier. When you've been doing it for a while and you're on that path, it seems so much easier. And it's easy to, tell people what to do. It's so much easier giving advice than taking your own advice. I had posted on Instagram, I think last week, I was talking to my son because he has these like reading homework sheets he has to do, and each night he has to do something different and then hand it in at the end of the week. And I read over one of the questions and his answer, and I'm like, your answer doesn't answer the question, so you need to redo it. And he kept getting mad at me because he wasn't putting in the effort. And I'm like, bud, if you don't put in the effort, it's going to take you that much longer to get there. You know the answer. Why not just do it and get it done the first time? Put a little bit more time and effort into it. But you've saved all this time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I sitting here doing this with my weight loss journey? I could be 10, 20 pounds lighter now for the 3 months that I've wasted. I mean, what am I doing? And instead, I'm sitting here looking at the present time and thinking about how much, this particular food tastes at the moment. And I don't have an answer for that, but it's a real struggle, and I need to figure that out. So, I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling in control right now. Yesterday and today, I tracked my dinner, and actually I'm just having leftovers tonight of what last night's was. So I tracked both of those in, and I think that will help me, because if I know what I have allotted for dinner, then I can plan the rest of my day around that, because my dinner tends to be my bigger meal. And I need to allot amounts for snacking at nighttime, because once the kids go to bed, we usually watch TV or something, and for me right now at least, I can't say I'm gonna stop eating after dinner. I'm just not gonna have anything else, especially when I've been such in this, I'm gonna eat whatever I want after dinner. So I need to have something available to me. But I hope that next week I have better news for you on the scale. I mean, if I really work hard, I could even possibly lose all the weight that I've gained. So if I don't, that's fine too. It's taken me 3 months to get here. Hopefully, it won't take me 3 months to lose it. But, um, if it doesn't come off in a week, then whatever. So I just need to get myself back. And I really, up until this point, my head has just not been in the game. And even every time that I'm like, I'm going to try, it just hasn't been there. So I do feel like right now I'm good. I don't know what the rest of the day is going to hold. I don't know what the rest of the week's going to hold. But I know right now I do feel like I'm in control. And I have been eating more fruits and vegetables the last 2 days. So maybe that's keeping me full longer. But anyway, I don't want to disappoint my viewers by the struggle that I've been having, and I really have been struggling lately. But I do think it's also good for people to see that you can have these moments. You're not going to be perfect, and that no matter what weight loss plan you're on, there are going to be days where you're going to struggle, and it's okay. But just don't lose sight of your end goal. And I have not lost sight of that. It's just been a little detoured right now. So anyway, well, I hope you guys have a great week. Right now I guess I'm going to be weighing in on Mondays. Unless I figure something out. I don't know. Saturdays are going to be kind of tough for us the next couple of months. So Mondays might work out better. But then when my kids are out for summer, that's not going to work so well. So I have to switch it up. But anyway, you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.